Okay, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I am Sabeel Ahmed. Next to me is brother Sam. Just like any story of a revert brother or sister, Sam's story is unique and amazing. And I hope and pray when the Muslims, when they hear it, inshallah, the iman is going to boost. When our non-Muslim brothers and sisters, when they hear it, inshallah, they will come close to Islam. By Allah's mercy and help, inshallah, they can also proclaim La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. So brother Sam, what is the uniqueness of your story? Please enlighten us.
Thank you. I think the uniqueness of my story is that from an early age, growing up Catholic, and then from that point on, going to high school, going to college, Seminary, studying to be a Catholic priest, realizing that throughout all of my studies through Latin and German and the old histories of the Bible, there was something missing.
MashaAllah. So you were about to become a priest?
Yes.
You were what, 1 year, 2 years away from it?
I was about maybe 3.5 years from ordination, but I knew then, I didn't want to get ordained and feel like I was shortchanging the church. If I wanted to be ordained, I wanted to make sure I had all the answers to myself and felt a totalitarianism with God. But I knew at that point in time, I didn't feel that way and I had to leave.
I see. You know, what you're saying is, alhamdulillah, we had 5,000 plus shahadas in the last 10 years on behalf of Gain Peace. When we asked them the question, what do you think was the biggest spark for them to look into Islam? Almost all of them, they say, we cannot reconcile the concept of Trinity. How can God be up there, God over here as a son, and then God dying? We cannot reconcile. So when they hear about the oneness of God, absolute monotheism in Islam, they connect here and here. And then, alhamdulillah, they embrace Islam. Was it similar happen to you?
Yes, it was similar. And for me, whether reading or looking at different videos, I know one of the things coming across many different debates on Islam and Christianity, but then also one of the key things was I came across your videos. And when I came across Greenpeace, and I saw before I reverted, I came across your video. I saw many different things. I saw this and I was like, okay, I like this Dr. Sabeel. He's answering the questions, not threatening, not aggressively. And then I like the feedback other people giving you. And I was like, hey, I had that same question. So with taking that knowledge and listening to those videos and following you through Greenpeace and all the things you're doing, I've decided at that point in time I was overseas. So it's like, okay, well, when I get back, I'm really going to filter out and gain more knowledge through trying to get associated with Greenpeace or either some other organization that can help me understand Islam.
Okay, mashallah. So then what was the next step that you made so you formally converted to Islam?
Formally converted. At that time, I was stationed in Turkey for the military. And while I was there, it was during Ramadan last year, I came across, and throughout my interactions with the military, I came across the minister of religion for this country of Turkey. I talked to him about some questions about Islam and the Quran, and he asked me, hey, you're Muslim? I said, I don't know, maybe I am. He's like, well, have you thought about taking Shahada? I was like, I thought about it. He said, well, come to my office next week, and we'll sit down and we'll talk about it more. Needless I know that he had already gathered other religious ministers there, a quorum of 3 or 4, and we sat down, we talked about it, and from that point on, we did Shahada in Arabic, and as well to understand, as well as in Turkish, and as well as English, so that I truly understood what I was getting myself in. But from the moment I took Shahada, I knew then I was complete, and now it's aware, and this is religion I need to follow and be a part of for the rest of my life.
MashaAllah. This is so inspiring that after embracing Islam, brother Sam, my dear brother, now he felt complete. Now he has a bigger purpose. He knows who Allah is, who is the creator. Now you have a purpose in life. So brother Sam, what was the reaction of your parents or your siblings or your friends once they realized that you have converted to Islam or embraced Islam?
Well, most of my family, they feel as long as I was happy, they haven't embraced Islam. Not yet, working on it. They haven't embraced it, but I do have one dear friend I grew up with who I told him my story. He went on and embraced Islam and took Shahada maybe 6 months after I did. The rest of the family, I'm working with them, but I think overall, they feel that if I'm happy, then they're happy. So.
Alhamdulillah. And about your parents?
Unfortunately, my parents passed away, but my mom, biological mom, who's still alive, she was a part of Islam years ago, but I don't think she fell too far away from it. But when she heard about it, she said, "Praise God, and I'm glad you found your way." And she said, "I'm on that path to find my way again as well."
Okay, and I'm going to pray, and I want everyone to pray for Brother Sam's mom, so she can, inshallah, come to the true Islam and say La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. And really quickly, and last but not the least, there may be so many people who are in the same situation as you were. They may not be satisfied with any ism, may that be Christianity, Hinduism, Buddhism, atheism. What message that you have for them?
The message I have for them is it's like what I research, read, figure out. Don't just let the media tell you what Islam is.
MashaAllah, that's a wonderful advice. That do not take the message of Islam or the knowledge of Islam from the sources that may not be the authentic sources on the media. So much misinformation out there. If you or anyone else would like to know what Islam is, what is the one book that you would recommend?
One book I don't know the title, but I know it's, I think the 50 questions or 100 questions of Islam. Those things, if you have any doubts, pick it up, or even not, pick up the Quran. Some people are very analytical like me. I need, okay, I don't want to hear what someone else says. I want to be able to read and do things for myself. And that's what I did. I read the Quran first, and then I started looking at videos and started following people like you, Dr. Sabeel, and Gain Peace, and I started seeing other people, and I was like, okay. Then I started asking, what are these questions, these burning questions I've always had in myself? And I knew then, okay, once these questions were answered, then I can go forward.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah.
And obviously the best book ever in the history of humanity is none other than the Quran itself. Obviously in Arabic, and this is the translation. And along with that, we have the noble example of the last prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who was? It's not a tricky question, but
Prophet Muhammad.
peace and blessings of Allah be upon him.
Yes.
And once anyone reads the Quran, finds out about Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the noble prophet, we will find out that Islam stands for justice and for morality and unity and peace for all. May Allah keep you guided, me guided, and all the Muslims guided, remove the oppression which is on the Muslim Ummah, and enlighten our brothers and sisters in humanity to La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. Welcome to Islam. Jazakallah khairan, mashallah.
بعد الموت لا إله إلا الله